Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Andy Nguyen, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different type of review. We're reviewing a microphone. I was sent this by Fifine. They wanted me to upgrade my audio setup. Unfortunately, I'm already pretty much maxed out because my main microphone is the RE320 by Electrovoice, and that's a pretty beefy mic. As I am a budget-minded person, I really like to provide budget options for people trying to get into YouTube, streaming, and keyboard sound tests. We're reviewing the Fifine today, and it's a USB microphone. It's sold for $80 on Amazon right now, and there's a $5 coupon, so it's like 75 bucks. It's a USB powered microphone, so you don't have to get an interface, you don't have to get any XLR cables, none of that. My Electrovoice RE320 requires a lot of work and a lot of extra hardware. So today we're gonna be comparing them against each other.
Hi everyone, now we're back at the table. In my room, a 10 by 10 room, that's my second bedroom. This is where I do all my streaming, this is where I do my content creation. The room isn't really sound treated. I just put stuff in it, and I have some acoustic panels I don't think are doing much. Quickly go over the specs. So this mic has solid, heavy-duty metal construction. That's good because cheap microphones made of plastic don't feel good in the hand. It comes with a 5/8 inch to a 3/8 inch adapter, so you can use it with mic arms, which is really nice. Overall, feels pretty premium. The pickup pattern is cardioid, so it's going to pick up in front, so front, side. It doesn't pick up as well on the back, which is good because you want to use this to your advantage. Anything with noise, fans, roommates, put them on the other side of the microphone. If you have a PC or something, put it behind the microphone. The pickup pattern is good, but you still want to be close to the microphone. In my testing, I did further distance away where I had it on the stand, and if you have it on the stand behind your keyboard, that's like 16 inches. It doesn't sound great, but if you have it right here, 3 to 4 inches, very good sound, and very full, deep. Overall, it's a very simple microphone that can be connected directly into a PC to get you started with podcasts, getting better audio for voice calls, to get you started with streaming. There's a lot of use cases for a beginner that may not have the budget to go buy a Endgame microphone with an Endgame interface. It's more important to get the full package, so acoustic panels, sound dampening, camera, the stands for the camera, lighting, the mic stand, and all these other accessories to kind of complete the package if you're trying to make content or stream. And this is the best environment, which is the Fifine on a mic arm. This is going to be the best sound because it's very close to my mouth. It's really hard to get it close to your mouth if it's like on the table. You can't do that. That's weird. That's just weird. Who does that? If you're on the go and using it outside, then perhaps that's your best bet. But if you can get some kind of mic stand, maybe a tabletop stand or a mic arm like this on a desk, you're gonna have better results, getting the best results out of a more affordable product. So I go over to the Fifine. The Fifine's gonna be on the desk. Voice with the fan on. Keyboard with the fan on. And then we go to the Fifine right here, which is the best, which you've been listening to. Here, this microphone is the RE320. It's a variable D dynamic microphone connected to a Moto M2. That is my USB interface that provides a lot of clean gain, which this mic needs a lot of gain. A lot of the high-end dynamic microphones, you need a lot of hardware to push it. That's one of my personal gripes. So here's the sound test. I'm speaking directly. It's about 45 degrees away from my mouth, and it's like more toward my chin, and I'm speaking directly ahead, so it's picking up directly at my mouth. Mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. Now I'm going to speak to the left. Mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. Speak to the right, more directly at the end address microphone. This microphone picks up right here. Mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. I'm gonna turn down. Mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. Look up. Mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. That's that sound test. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but with the fan. So now the fan is on. When you use dynamic microphones, the pickup is gonna be very close. It's still a cardioid pickup pattern, but it's gonna be very close to the microphone. The fan is on the other side. This is the worst position. You really want to put your loud sound sources behind the mic, because in a cardioid pickup pattern, it will pick up less, it will reject more sound from behind the mic. I want to let you know that it is going to pick up sound. You're not going to get amazing noise cancellation when you get a nicer microphone. That's just not how it works. When a mic is on, it opens up the gate and all the noise comes in. So mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. That's how everything sounds. Mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. When you get closer, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. Because I'm a keyboard content creator, do a lot of keyboard sound tests. What we're gonna do is take this mic, point it down, and see how well it picks up keyboard sounds. And when I do this, I will be doing this with the fan on, and I'll turn the fan off. Dynamic microphone really wants to be very close to the sound source, so I'm gonna get it really tight, and you'll see what happens with the top-down angle. As you can see, the microphone is in the shot, which is unfortunate, but that's what has to happen. Alright, now that we've done that, I'm gonna go turn off the fan and do the keyboard sound test again. So now that we've done the testing with the RE320, this is with the Moto M2. Typically I use a processor in between, which is the benefit of using an XLR mic. You can actually kind of do some interesting things with hardware, whereas USB microphone, everything has to be done via software. If USB is, you can connect it straight in. So we're gonna go swap to the Fifine. I'll see you in a second. This microphone right here is a USB microphone, so you can connect it straight into the computer, which is a great benefit for those on the go or those who don't have the hardware just yet. I have it set up where I imagine most people to have it set up, which is kind of in front of the keyboard. This is about 16 inches away from my mouth. This is not ideal. If you get it this far, your voice isn't going to sound as great, but it's possible. You can also, of course, move it right here in front of your keyboard. So if you're gonna do a podcast or something, or do VC, or really prioritize the microphone sound, you really want it close to your mouth. As you can tell, I have in-ear monitors in, because another benefit of this microphone is that you connect your headphones. There's a headphone out, so you can live monitor your audio. This is a great benefit with the USB microphones, as well as there being two knobs. One, the first knob is the gain knob, so you can change it on the fly. So if you can see that your audio is peaking, you can lower it, or if it's too low, and let's say your Twitch chat is telling you your volume's too low, increase it. The second knob is for headphones, so you can monitor your audio. I was listening to the audio, gave it a quick check, and increased the gain until it sounded pretty reasonable. And when I checked in the computer, it was pretty accurate. Right now, it is a front adjust microphone, so I'm pointing this upward so I can show you. This is a circular grill. The pickup pattern is right here in front with the logo and the green light. So that's what you want pointed towards you. I would have it pointed toward your mouth or your neck or your chest. That's where the sound is coming from. So you can listen to your audio, your voice as you use it, and this is gonna sound better. It should sound fuller than the example prior. So the example prior was behind the keyboard, now it's in front, as close to me as possible. Where I said the last distance was mic check 1 2 3, mic check. Looking about 7 inches. 7 inches is probably better. You can do a little bit better. I'll show you in the next clip. So right now, I'm probably using the best scenario for voice, and I'm gonna turn on the fan. And this mic is pointed toward the center of me, and the fan is to my left, probably 45 degrees from behind me. So the sound is still going to be picked up. But how does it sound? Is it louder? I can definitely hear while monitoring, which is unfortunate. But I'm telling you, mics aren't magic. So with this, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. Mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3. That's how it sounds. When you're using the microphone online, Discord, Twitch, whatever, live streaming, it's gonna get bogged down because they can't take the full fidelity of the audio clip. It's gonna transcribe it, it's gonna transcode it, it's gonna make it lower quality. So in a lot of use cases, this bigger microphone probably isn't gonna do much. This is a microphone right here. This is how I would use it. And now you've heard the two voice samples without fan and with fan. Let's do a keyboard sound test because that's what people are interested in, right? So with the fan on, this is probably about 4 inches away, right? It's pretty close to the keyboard. The benefit of this is you should be able to hear my voice pretty well because it's not an end adjust microphone. This is a front adjust or side adjust microphone where the best pickup pattern is in the front, like I mentioned before. So let's go ahead and do a sound test. So now let's turn off the fan. So those are two scenarios. One, we have the RE320 on a mic arm. Two, we have the Fifine mic on the table. And that's the setup I expect most people to have. Now we're gonna do the scenario which I recommend the most. If you're gonna use a Fifine, go ahead and get a $30 mic arm. Now we're back in action. I got this on my mic arm. You can see the connection right here. It's just that long piece connected to the end. This is where I recommend using it. So we're talking about distances. Prior, we had 16 inches, then about 7. Now, mic check 1 2 3. So it's about 5.5 inches away from my mouth. And I can kind of move around it. Mic check 1 2 3, mic check 1 2 3, mic check. So I'm kind of like getting out of sight. It's about 30 degrees from my right. And this way I can actually see my full screen. I have a 34-inch ultra wide. And with me being closer to the microphone, sound quality is all about proximity. I didn't mention it at the beginning of the video, but if you want better sound, get the mic closer to the sound source. Sound source being my mouth right here. This should sound very full, should sound very, very good because it's on a mic stand. Honestly, that's the cheapest way to upgrade your microphone. This is a very affordable microphone, I'm telling you. I wouldn't be afraid to say that this is gonna sound just as good as the RE320. And honestly, if you're going for a deeper sound, it probably sounds deeper than the RE320. The RE320 is very good at getting the clarity, the details. Those details are gonna be lost when it gets transcoded to online streaming. You've been listening to the Fifine without the fan on. The AC kicked on, but let's actually turn on the fan. The AC is very, very light. I don't think you'll be hearing it. It won't pick it up. But let's turn on the fan. So the fan is on. You should hear it. You should hear that buzzing. Let me know if it cancels any noise. I know that it won't, but because the mic is so close to my mouth, pro move is to get it close to your mouth. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. So you speak here. Lower the gain. Speak here. the gain is actually letting less noise in, right? So it's going to pick up less of the fan, but if you're close to it, it's going to sound very good. So if you're gaming, I would actually have it as close as possible. We're going to be here. Mic check 1 2 3. This is Andy Nguyen. Mic check. So how's everything going? I'm gonna bet it sounds pretty dang good. Let's turn on the fan. So it's definitely how I use it. This is very close to my mouth. It's out of the way. I can still see my screen. And if I'm going to do any other testing in this setup, it's a little bit more difficult to angle it down. Yeah, and that was a review. There was a comparison. What do you think would sounded better? Do you like the RE320? Do you like the Fifine? Now, think about that again. Do you like the RE320 combo for $470, or do you like the Fifine for $80 and often on sale? There's a big difference there. I honestly believe this microphone sounds pretty full, sounds pretty good when properly mounted. Using it on a desk, it doesn't sound as full. It sounds kind of a little bit teeny. I don't like that too much, but with a $30 mic arm from Amazon, you can solve that problem pretty easily. The features on this microphone make it well-rounded for a beginner, starting podcasting, Twitch streaming, whatever. I do recommend it for the price points. If you want to upgrade to an XLR microphone, I'll be touching upon those in the future. Maybe I'll review my RE320. But for this price, it's really hard to beat. There's a lot of offerings in the price point of under $100, so you can't really go wrong. There's all sound pretty good, but they all do benefit from the best practices of getting it closer to your mouth, pointing it away from bad sound sources, of course, turning off the bad sound sources in your room if possible. Hopefully you enjoyed the review of the Fifine USB microphone. I'll put the link for the product down in the description. It is an affiliated link, so if you buy it through that link, you'll help support me and the channel. And that's it. Thank you for watching the review. Give me a like if you like this kind of content. Subscribe if you want to see more, and click the notification bell to not miss any future content. I will be continuing to cover keyboards, but I want to expand back into my old roots of tech. And I got some cool gym equipment in the back. I'll be talking about that too. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.